suave. Bossa, feel the groove. Beautiful Brazil. Beneath the warm Brazilian sky, notes float gently drifting by. Nylon strings in quiet conversation. Jazz and samba, perfect combination. The trumpet whispers low and sweet, finding where the two grooves meet. Jazz piano touches every key. Bossa Nova setting every spirit free. Cool sophistication in every phrase. Brazilian jazz filling all my days. The bass steps gently on the ground. Bossa Nova groove, most beautiful sound. Cool and quiet, yet the groove runs deep. Bossa Nova rhythm never sleeps. Brazilian soul meets jazz today. Bossa Nova groove is here to stay. Bossa Nova groove so cool and refined. Bossa Nova groove, one of a kind. Jazz and samba dancing as one. Bossa Nova groove under the sun, soft and swaying, beautiful and free. Bossa Nova groove is home to me. The saxophone sings an afternoon tune under the soft Brazilian afternoon moon. Walking bass steps gentle through the shade. Every note a perfect serenade. Guitar and piano weave together tight. Bossa Nova magic turning day to night. The sophisticated groove so warm and near. Bossa Nova music fills the atmosphere. Rio de Janeiro, city of the groove. Every note finding its perfect move. The jazz, piano and guitar agree. Bossa Nova is where the soul runs free. Cool and quiet, yet the groove runs deep. Bossa Nova rhythm never sleeps. Brazilian soul meets jazz today. Bossa Nova groove is here to stay. Bossa Nova groove so cool and refined. Bossa Nova groove, one of a kind. Jazz and samba dancing as one. Bossa Nova groove under the sun. Between the notes there is silence, and in the silence there is Brazil. The warmth of Rio, the jazz of New York, meeting here in this groove, this beautiful, sophisticated Bossa Nova world, where everything is cool and everything is deep. Suave. Bossa, beautiful, so cool, so deep. Brazilian jazz, forever. Last verse floating like a gentle tide. Bossa Nova jazz with nowhere left to hide. Every instrument in perfect harmony. This Brazilian jazz setting the soul free. Guitar whispers what the heart must say. Bossa Nova leads the soul away to a place where jazz and samba blend. Bossa Nova groove without an end. Cool sophistication, perfectly clear. The most beautiful sound I'll ever hear. Brazilian jazz, forever combined. Bossa Nova groove, one
position, locked into the groove.
Salsa del Jazz.
Nothing left to prove. The trombones and trumpets in powerful unison.
Salsa del Jazz.
A moment second to none. Latin fire meets jazz harmony tonight.
Salsa del Jazz.
Everything feels right.
Salsa
Jazz fire burning hot. Salsa.
Give it everything you got.
Latin jazz and salsa combine tonight. Salsa del jazz, the rhythm's taking flight.
Salsa del Jazz.
Feel the rhythm rise,
Salsa del Jazz.
reaching for the skies.
Brass and percussion.
Jazz and fire,
Salsa del Jazz.
taking it higher. Salsa. The rhythm is life, the brass is power, the jazz is soul. When salsa meets jazz, nothing can stop this energy, this fire, this heat, this passion, this music.
Salsa del Jazz.
Forever burning. Eso. Salsa. Jazz fire. Arriba. Vamos. Feel it.
Salsa del Jazz. Más.
Latin jazz power.
Latin Jazz.
Power. Arriba. Final verse.
Salsa del Jazz.
Never slows down.
Salsa del Jazz.
Taking over every town. This Latin jazz fire cannot be contained. Once you feel this rhythm, you won't be the same. Brass is the sound of Latin glorious time.
Salsa del Jazz.
Rhythm so sublime. Jazz and Latin passion burning as one.
Salsa del Jazz.
Forever begun, every note, every beat, reaching full power.
Salsa del Jazz.
This is the hour. Latin jazz claims the world entire.
Salsa del Jazz.
Eternal fire.
Salsa del Jazz.
Feel the rhythm rise.
Salsa del Jazz.
Reaching for the skies.
Brass and percussion.
Jazz and fire.
Salsa del Jazz.
Taking it higher. Arriba.
Salsa del Jazz.
Salsa.
Salsa del Jazz.
Latin jazz fire. Salsa. Del jazz. Siempre.
Always.
Rising. Feel the conga. Deep. Ancient rhythm. Deep in the night, the conga speaks a language only the jazz musician seeks. Every heartbeat of the drum a prayer, conga jazz rhythm floating through the air. The bass responds deep and warm. Together they create a perfect jazz storm. Piano keys dancing above the groove. Conga jazz rising, finding its move. The ancient sound of skin and wood. The conga speaking as only drums could. Calling to the jazz with every beat. Conga jazz rising, nothing more complete. When the conga speaks, you listen deep. This Latin jazz groove under your skin creeps. Conga jazz rising, dark and hypnotic. The rhythm is ancient, the jazz is exotic. Conga jazz rising, feel the ancient beat. Conga jazz rising, rhythm so complete. Drums and jazz meeting in the night. Conga jazz rising, burning bright. the language, and the language was everything. The conga speaks, and the jazz responds. Rising, always rising.
Through the night,
Through the centuries,
through the music,
Conga Jazz rising. Oh. Rising.
conga, conga, conga,
Jazz,
feel it,
ancient rhythm,
jazz soul,
rising higher
never stopping.
forever. Third wave of the conga now at full power. Conga jazz rising. This is the hour. Every instrument has found its place. Percussion and jazz moving with grace. The pattern now is taking full control. Conga jazz rising, taking over the soul. Ancient rhythm meets the modern jazz mind. Conga jazz rising, one of a kind. From Africa to Cuba to New York tonight. Conga jazz rising, burning in full light. The journey of a rhythm through history. Conga jazz rising, eternal mystery. Conga jazz rising, feel the ancient beat. Conga jazz rising, rhythm so complete. Drums and jazz meeting in the night. Conga jazz rising, burning bright.
Conga jazz rising, conga jazz rising,
Ancient,
conga jazz rising.
the rhythm of forever. Conga rising, jazz. Ancient, always.
Luna, jazz moon, beautiful Latin night. Under the jazz moon, everything is still. A muted trumpet voice with passion fills. Spanish guitar weeping a love song true. The Latin jazz moon waiting just for you. For this moment of perfect, beautiful sound, where the trumpet and guitar are found together in the night so warm and near. Luna de jazz, you are finally here. The piano breathes between the trumpet sighs as the Latin jazz moon crosses midnight skies. Every note more beautiful than the last. Luna de jazz, the present meets the past. The moon watches while the jazz plays on through the Latin night until the dawn. Luna de jazz, most beautiful of all. Under the Latin jazz moon I fall. Luna de jazz, is beauty, there is jazz, resilience. The piano breathes a gentle, loving chord. Luna de jazz, the most beautiful word. The conga marks the heartbeat of the night. Everything under the jazz moon feels right. Romance and jazz and Latin soul combine. Luna de jazz, something so divine. The moon watches while the jazz plays on through the Latin night until the dawn. Luna de jazz, most beautiful of all. Under the Latin jazz moon I fall. Luna de jazz shines so bright. Luna de jazz, light the night. Trumpet and guitar, jazz and love. Luna de jazz, stars above. In the moonlight, every note becomes more beautiful, every silence more meaningful. The trumpet speaks of love, the guitar answers with memory, the piano holds the space between. This is Luna de jazz. This is the Latin jazz moon, where everything beautiful lives, where every heart finds what it searches for in the quiet Latin night. Luna de jazz, jazz moon, beautiful night, beautiful night. Romantic Latin jazz, always, forever moonlight. Latin soul, last verse, the moon begins to set. A night of jazz that no one will forget. Trumpet whispers one last time. Spanish guitar, one final rhyme. Piano holds the last warm, glowing chord. Luna de jazz, the most beautiful reward for all the hearts that love this night. Luna de jazz, good night. The stars are fading one by one. Luna de jazz, the night is done, but in our hearts this moon will always shine. Luna de jazz, forever divine. Luna de jazz, shine so bright. Luna de jazz, light the night. Trumpet and guitar, jazz and love. Luna de jazz, stars above. Luna de jazz, Luna de jazz, Luna de jazz, Luna de jazz. Luna de jazz, Luna de jazz. Luna de jazz, the beautiful night. Latin night. Under the jazz moon, everything is still. A muted trumpet voice with passion fills. Spanish guitar weeping a love song true. The Latin jazz moon waiting just for you, for this moment of perfect, beautiful sound.
is the sound of Latin jazz at its greatest height. Full brass section and percussion making everything right. El Gran Ritmo, the great rhythm, the ultimate sound. When Latin jazz and big band jazz collide, the world goes around. Every instrument playing at its fullest power. El Gran Ritmo, this is our finest hour. Timbales and conga driving everything forward now. Trumpets and trombones, before this sound we bow. The jazz piano tumbling through the Latin changes fast. El Gran Ritmo, the rhythm built to always last. Cuban fire meets big band, sophistication tonight. El Gran Ritmo, burning in full magnificent light. El Gran Ritmo, the great rhythm rises, Latin jazz, giving the world surprise. Full power, full fire, full Latin jazz soul. El Gran Ritmo, making the world whole. El Gran Ritmo, the great rhythm is here. El Gran Ritmo, loud and crystal clear, big band, Latin jazz at its peak tonight. El Gran Ritmo, burning in full light. Arriba, vamos. El Gran Ritmo, the greatest Latin jazz sound of all. Second movement, even greater than before. El Gran Ritmo, knocking down every door. Big band brass section blazing in formation. Latin jazz bringing the whole world in celebration. Piano tumbling through the Latin changes at full speed. El Gran Ritmo, giving every soul what they need. The timbales crashing like a Latin thunder roll. El Gran Ritmo, taking over every soul. Conga and bongo weaving through the brass. El Gran Ritmo, a sound too great to pass. Latin jazz, big band, the most powerful combination. El Gran Ritmo, the ultimate jazz creation. El Gran Ritmo, the great rhythm rises, Latin jazz, giving the world surprise. Full power, full fire, full Latin jazz soul. El Gran Ritmo, making the world whole. El Gran Ritmo, the great rhythm is here. El Gran Ritmo, loud and crystal clear, big band, Latin jazz at its peak tonight. El Gran Ritmo, burning in full light. El Gran Ritmo, this is what Latin jazz was born for. This moment, this power, this fire, this passion. When the big band plays and the percussion speaks, and the jazz